Hi, I'm Dave, owner of Future Past Vintage Collectibles. This is my daughter, Rachel.
Hi.
It's been a minute.
I know.
We have not done a video in a minute.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's been a tad bit busy.
Just a little bit.
Yep. Rachel, actually, she's full-time here now, so it's us.
It's just us. I was part-time for a long time.
Yep. And even though she's full-time, we seem to get not nearly as much done as we want to.
Still can't do enough. Yeah.
It's been a month, right? Yeah, about a month.
February 3rd. Yeah. Exactly a month.
So yeah, we're getting caught up and love doing the videos. Here we are, back again. Where did we just come from?
Well, we just were at Emerald City Comic Con Thursday through Sunday this last weekend.
Yep.
It's a lot of work.
Wednesday through Sunday for us.
Oh yeah, because we set up on Wednesday, you're right. So the entire week was just commandeered by this event. I'd never been to a convention that big before. All the other conventions we've gone to are pretty small.
It's a real deal.
To say the least.
Tons of people selling comics.
Yeah.
I found it to be fascinating. I've been to that a couple times, actually. One of the things I did notice is that I was looking for other high-grade back issues. Just high-grade, there just isn't. I mean, really, we're the only ones that seem to specialize on that.
Yeah. Most people had Golden Age. Like, that's the big, I think, convention thing.
Yeah, wall books that don't sell. Because I walked through on Sunday to see which big wall books sold. They were all there.
Yeah, they're expensive.
And they were all overpriced.
Yeah, that was the thing, too, is everything was a little more expensive.
It's a form of show and tell, I think, that people want to tell people and waiting for that person that has FOMO to grab that book that's overvalued. Which isn't really the way we price. We actually price on what things are selling at. There might be something we offer at some point that is more than what it sold out last, but that usually has to do with rarity, availability. A lot of these books just weren't that. Yeah. I just picked up a book. There's like 16 on the census, and it's really a nothing burger.
And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the things we picked up at Emerald City.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to show you guys some books. But before that, we're going to show you some books that we got signed by cover artists.
Yeah. Humberto Ramos was there.
Yeah.
And I got 5 of these signed. And these are really in nice shape. I bought like a whole case of these. I got 85 out of the 100 that came in the distribution box. Yeah, so when Rachel and I went over there to get those signed, I did find out that for the $50 I paid to get these signed, Humberto Ramos doesn't say hi or anything.
He was in the middle of doing something.
Yeah, he was doing this really incredible, like, double page spread art, you know? Yeah. And he kind of just reached up and signed these.
But yeah, I made a video of us getting it signed, so I'm going to insert that right now. We're at Emerald City Comic Con.
Yep, getting 5 of these signed by Humberto Ramos.
So we wanted to show you guys what it's like. Here we go.
This is what it's like.
This is what it's like.
So we have a giveaway, and we're at 2,000, so let's do it, Rachel.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this, Rachel?
Well, I'm going to announce the winner from the last video really quick. The winner from the last video is Eros1. So that means we have 10 winners. Here's everybody that's won. And what we did is we selected each one of you. We did a random selection on who gets to pick what prize first. We're going to show you all these prizes, and there's going to be a bunch of information in the description box on how to select your prize. Basically, I'm going to email you.
So this is going to be fun. So here's the stuff we're giving away.
Yeah, so here's the stuff we're giving away for our 2,000 subscriber giveaway.
And this is in no particular order.
No, we just numbered them.
Yep.
So the first thing is the official CGC grading guide.
Brand new. We just took it out. It doesn't come shrink wrapped. So it's brand new. Never read.
And
as you can tell by our grading.
I know. They haven't seen our grading in a long time.
That's a joke.
Second is one of the signed copies of Amazing Spider-Man #1 Volume 3 by Humberto Ramos.
Somebody's get.
These 2 copies of Darkhold are going to be one giveaway option.
That's a sick cover right there.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
They're really nice. And then we have Eternity 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't remember what year these came out, but it's the 4-run set. Covers are really cool on these.
It's from Valiant. I want to say 2017. No.
They're modern. Yeah, they're modern.
It's Valiant.
So that'll be another option. Number 5 is this Amazing Spider-Man
Your
variant.
Vows one shot.
Yeah, it's a one shot. Really cool cover on that one.
Great condition. These books are all uncirculated, great condition.
We've got Daredevil #1, 2 variant covers. Is that #1? Yeah. I don't remember what volume this is, but
6, I think. But that could be wrong.
But 2 #1 variants is going to be another option. Heroes Reborn. We have
those.
4 different variant covers. Heroes Reborn is another option that you can select as a winner.
They're all together.
Which is cool.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are some nice variants.
They are. Then we have Immortal Hulk, Time of Monsters.
2 variants.
2 variant covers of the #1 issue. And then we've got Batman 497.
Bane breaking Batman's bat key.
Yep.
And this is high grade, never been pressed. It's a 9.6.
Yeah, these are really cool. It's The Rise #1 and 2. Really cool covers on those.
George R. Romero's the Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah.
So he wrote this, and it's I think it's the last thing he did.
Oh, cool. And then the final option is Batman #112, the modern series. So we have 11 options. We have 10 winners. If you are one of the winners, look in the description box down below on how you can pick which prize you're going to get, and I will also email you. So we're really excited. If you are new to our channel, we do giveaways like this all the time. And we're so excited to be at 2,000. We're really excited. We love doing this, and we love being a part of this community. It's a lot of fun.
We do.
Before we talk about the books that we bought at the convention, we're also just going to mention our live sale on Instagram.
Yeah.
We've been doing bi-weekly live sales for a few weeks now, or for like about a month. And they're really fun. I don't know if you guys have ever done a live sale on Instagram before, but we're very fast-paced over there.
Yeah, very different. So I've bought books on live sales ever since the pandemic. Not a lot, because they bore me. So when you're sitting there like going through a bunch of books you don't care about, and then there's a conversation that ensues and people are trying to figure things out, I just didn't have the patience for that. There's 4 of us working these shows, and I think we go through 75 books an hour or more, but it's fast. So my whole thing is about not boring people. It's an extension of this show. It's Rachel and I doing it, plus our significant others.
It's a good time. But here's some of the books we're going to feature this week.
These are the types of books that we're going to have this time.
This is on Monday the 13th.
I have the 8, 9, 10, and I have about 15 of these Silver Age, all high, mid-grade. 7s, 8s.
So these are some of the books we're featuring.
But these are all very nice. These are, I don't have the grades with me. This is an 8.0, I know.
And this is going to be on Monday, the March 13th is when we're doing this live sale with these books.
That's a 9.8. Yeah, all the new ones are going to be like 9.8. That's a 9.8. And this is just sampling. We have tons of other stuff.
Another thing my dad likes to do in these is slash the price immediately if he's feeling generous. So
yeah, look, I look at it like if I was a customer, and what I do is at the moment, if I feel like I just want to move it and I'll put a different price on it, I will. Most of these are priced right at market or under. My goal is to keep books raw, not slab them, so I can sell them cheaper. But also our focus is high grade, so
yes,
a lot of the stuff we have is uncirculated, or if it's older like this, I'd rather put a 9 out there, a 9.0 or a very fine near mint, than very fine and under.
Yeah, and if we do have lower grade, they're usually like way reasonably
I'll blow them
priced.
out. Yeah, I'll blow them out. If you have ever done an Instagram sale or you haven't, come check us out. They're fun.
It's a good time.
This one is called Mousetrap, and if you want to know why, go on our Instagram and look at the last 2 videos that we put out.
It'll be linked below.
Yeah.
And anyway, we just wanted to let you guys know because we have a lot of fun over there.
What are we doing next?
So we're going to look at some of the books that we bought at Emerald City Comic Con. All right, so these are the books that my dad picked up. Do you want to talk a little bit about like what goes through your mind whenever you're picking out books?
Yeah, there was probably 20 dealers there.
Yeah.
And I had some time before the show started to go look through some boxes, and like other dealers are. I'm really looking for very particular books, and I'm going to show you kind of the stuff that I picked. A lot of the stuff I wanted, I'll give you an example. I didn't even tell you about this, but there was a giant-sized Star Wars from the early 70s. And it was on the wall, and it said near mint. And it was expensive. I think it was $2 or $2.50. Those, you can't get those slabbed, right? So I pulled it down. I'm looking at it. It had a bent corner. So right there, it was like an 8.0. The guy wanted me to negotiate, but the fact is I don't want an 8.0 of that. Mm-hmm. I can get an 8.0 of that pretty easily.
Yeah.
Near mint? No. I mean,
not as
for
easily.
Near mint, I wouldn't have even negotiated.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I am.
These ones we're going to trade.
I traded these at the last show we were at. This Superboy is actually scarce. There's only 18 graded copies.
And I think this book was the reason why you did the trade.
And these are low to mid grade, all of these. Mm-hmm. But I do like scarce books, and I like things that are hard to get. And that Superman, I mean, I'll take any copy I can get.
Because it's sick.
But the kind of books that we were picking up, like this one, it presents well in a bag. It's really like a 5.5 or a 6.0. It's got a major 6-inch crease on it. And it's got a lot of other issues. But I can probably press that to a 9.0. And I got that really inexpensively.
And it's cool.
Love Phantom Stranger, love Dead Man. So this is another one that I picked up, and I can improve a little bit by a press, but not a great deal. But there's not a lot of broken color, and it will be a 9294 when I get done with it.
Gotta love that horror.
Yeah. Here's another one. It has some opportunities for pressing. So a lot of these were just books I thought I can improve and make that a better deal than it actually was. I still got a good deal for what it is. And this is another example. Might be able to improve that by 1 grade, but I like this Marvel Spotlight run. I think that the issues after number 5, which is the first appearance of Ghost Rider, have been underpriced for a long time in high grade. They're starting to make their way up. I got this for a pretty decent price because I can press it. It's probably a 9.2 now, and I definitely think it'll get a 9.6. I like the New Mutants. I don't mind investing in them for the right price, and this is one of those scenarios. It has to be raw. This key right here, when the White Tiger, there was some spec and it went way up, but this is another one I think I can improve. And I got it pretty cheap. Yeah, first appearance of the White Tiger. Any Bernie Wrightson, and I can improve this slightly. I got a pretty decent price on it. These are the types of books I look for. They're either keys or they're things that I'm interested in. Obviously, Neil Adams cover, House of Mystery. Love how white this is.
Got kids. It's got a dog.
All the usual suspects. Got
All
a
the
skull,
Neil
too.
Adams,
It's got a skull. I like that.
That's cool.
But that one's probably going to be a 9.2 minimum. It's got some bindery stuff I got to figure out. And this Swamp Thing right here.
Another Swamp Thing. That's a scary one.
Yeah, there's some keys in there. Here's another one. Cover swipe. Pretty popular cover. It's a really good cover swipe, actually.
It is. I'll put the original up next to it.
Got a really nice copy of Brave and the Bold 79.
Another Dead Man?
Neil Adams cover. I'll buy this kind of stuff all day long. And this Strange Adventures 190. Yeah, so I have multiple copies of this. Huge Animal Man fan. I think this is a 9.0.
Is this the first one in his new suit or whatever?
This is the first. They called him A-Man at that point, and that's the first time he wore his costume, which I think is fantastic.
That is really cool.
So that's kind of stuff that I buy. I didn't get a lot. I mean, this is all I bought. So
yeah, that's not a ton. We were trying to sell stuff, you know. We had a booth. We were doing our best.
However, we looked around. Now, Rachel and I were both working the booth. So when I was gone, she was working the booth. And we had family there, and they were watching. I finally got a chance to walk around with Rachel, and we were relegated. My first time at that convention, and they put us next to plushies and clothing on the other side of the hall. Literally on the other side. So we were buried. But there was one guy that was buried right along with us, about 2 rows over. And we were looking through his boxes, and I just, Rachel and I have never really looked through boxes before, and she found something that she liked. Why don't you talk about it?
Yeah, I don't know, like, we don't talk about it a lot, but I don't really collect comics. I do this because I like art, and I like to help my dad, and, like, we do this together, and I've learned a lot about comics in the last year and a half that I've been doing this. But there's never been a comic where I'm like, I want to buy that. Until that day, when I was looking through that box, and I found the limited series of Labyrinth.
The unveiling.
I got the 3 issues, and they're really cool, and they're newsstands, and they're like 8.5. They're not like super high grade, but they're not low grade.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit improvable.
Yeah, they're really cool.
If you know anyone that presses books,
I wonder who would do that for me.
It's so funny. She's never bought I never thought she bought a comic book before. And I've joked about it on the channel, and we were chatting yesterday, and she said, well, actually, that's not true.
I forgot. I went to like an antique store, and I bought like a photo cover, like Dell comic for like $1.
Yep.
And I sold it on eBay.
For how much?
Like $1. I didn't get a good deal on it.
So she has bought.
I have bought one comic book before.
She's officially a comic dealer.
Like I wasn't already.
So cute. Well, you have sold some comic books.
I've sold some moderns, but I haven't like actively collected.
Those.
Yeah.
You didn't, yeah.
And I have a small collection now because I've been gifted some books. But these are the first books that I bought for me, and these are for me only. I might get them slabbed. I don't know yet.
You remind me of a babe.
David Bowie is close to my heart.
Oh, quick. So this is cool. Any David Bowie fans out there, that David Bowie was in this, but if you look right here.
He's got his.
This is David Bowie, and he has his trademark 2 colored eyes. So pretty cool.
That's probably the best part about it.
All right.
Anyway, That's what I got.
So we're going to wrap up. If you guys have the opportunity, like and subscribe.
Yes, please. We love this.
Yep.
We just want to be a part of the comic world.
Just sharing our stuff. And if you haven't checked us out on eBay, we have a store. If you follow our store, just go on eBay, Future Past Vintage Collectibles.
It's linked down below.
Yeah, just click on there and then follow us. We're going to be putting a bunch of raw books this month and next. So I do sales specials and other things for people who follow me on eBay. Yeah.
Also, thank you so much to everyone that came to our booth and said hi, that followed the channel.
Great.
We talked to so many people. It was so nice, like, meeting you guys and just chatting. It was really, really cool.
It was a highlight.
It was the best part for me, is getting to talk to you guys. And then anyone who's new who saw us there, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, it was so good. Danny chatted with someone, ended up selling him a comic book.
Oh, really?
And my brother doesn't sell comic books, but the guy asked him if he had some, and he did, and they ended up selling it to him.
That's so funny.
Pretty funny.
That's so good.
I didn't get a piece of that or anything.
That's not, yeah.
That's the way it goes. Till next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.